Alright guys, welcome back. Let's do our login functionality with an UI. So let me make a user widget class. User widget. And I'm gonna call this guy menu or something. Okay, so the menu will be in charge of connecting to the game instance and do whatever needed. The first thing is, of course, it's compiling. Give it some time. Something's wrong here. Rid of that. Don't save. I got an arrow here somewhere here. Let me try again. So the arrow could be something really simple. Missing that before that. Oh yes, because this has to be forward declared. That's fine. The warning is always mysterious sometimes, like it. Oh, something more. The arrow was oh yeah, because I tapped in something. That's fine. Protected, and virtual void native construct. This is basically like the pick and play, I believe. Don't take my word for it. It may do something else, right? But native construct, I'm gonna call super as well. Okay. Alrighty. So here what I want to do is try to get the game instance. So I'm gonna have to include our EOS game instance, and then we're gonna create a reference of that. So class EOS game instance. Game inst. Okay, so we have our game instance there. So it equals to the get game instance. Yes, very nice. So the widget has the function to do that. To get a template version, perfect. And then yes, that's it. Just need to get that, and then we need to have some buttons to deal with that. Let me do that in a private section. Private section U property, and then this one will be meta equals to the band widget. And then this will be a class U button login button. Alrighty. So we basically ask the login button to do something when we click, which means we need to include, right? Include the components button, and then we just ask the button to do something when it's clicked by doing login button onClicked dot add dynamic. This ampersand U main menu column login button clicked, and then we just go ahead and create a function that does that. Another function here, U function void that, and then in the function we basically asks the game instance, hey, if the game instance, of course, game instance the login, as simple as that. And this is going to be the login button clicked. Okay. Alright, that should be our C++ class. Let me go ahead and compile. Hopefully this time we can compile, right? Because we haven't been able to compile it. Oh, because of that, I don't have the class, I think. Oh, I do? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder and call this guy widgets. Typo there. And then go ahead and create an interface. And I'm going to pick the main menu. I'm going to call this guy WPP main menu. Okay, and here we need to go ahead and set up the buttons. So basically we need to have a canvas panel and need to get in the button, and this will be the, what's the name for that? Let me compile, and the warning is to tell me, hey, it's called the login button. Okay, so this means that whenever, because we set up to be band widget, right, it means that this has to be existing in the child class, otherwise you got a warning, right? So the child class is created, but we have already bound it to the login clicked function there, so we don't have to worry about do anything in the graph here. Okay, so I'm gonna change that to have a text called login. Size the contents, wrap that around with maybe a vertical box. Okay, vertical box there, and let me snap it to the left and then maybe offset it a bit. Let me also wrap that with a size box so I can define the size to be 500. I like bigger buttons, and this one will be having a text of login. Okay, alrighty, that should be the menu, but we are not able to have the menu on the UI yet unless we do something to the player. Third person template, we should have the, I only have the character. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna make something myself here. I'm gonna go create maybe we do that with just blueprints because I'm kind of lazy now. Blueprints. Let me make a new level, empty level. I'll call this one a main menu. Widgets. Okay, and here we're gonna go ahead and make our own game mode. Call this guy GM main menu, and then we're gonna make our own player controller PC main menu, and then the game mode here will be using our PC main menu. Alrighty, and then in the PC main menu, I'm gonna go to the event graph, and basically we add that login thingy, right? So event begin play is local controller, because we don't want to create somewhere else, right? And then we just do a create widget. And owning player is the class is our main menu class, WPP main menu, and then add to viewport. Okay, alrighty, that should be it. Let me align these guys. The shortcut for that is Q button. First thing will be aligned to the second thing you select. Still not make it super straight. Yes, that should be it. So now back here to the, for this particular level, right, we want to use this game mode, so we're gonna override it there. Play the game now. You can see we have the login, right? You can click on the login, and nothing happens. Oh, that's because we're not using our game instance. That's fine. And I kind of like also wanted to have the mouse showing up. So set input mode. Game and UI do not have the cursor here, and then set show mouse cursor to be true. That's gonna make it better. And while we're here, let's go to the project settings and then search for game instance, and then I'm gonna use our game instance now. Alrighty. Now let's see what happens. Let's save everything. Play the game now. Click on login. Right. It's saying, hey, you logged in, which is actually not correct, because we actually need to log in through the online US. For some reason, it doesn't pop up the UI there. Okay, I think that the possible reason is because we're playing it in the editor. We probably need to test it with the what's the thing, the standalone game. Let's try that. Oh, something's out there. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that's. So I'm gonna go play with the standalone game. Oh, just crashed. Very fun. Let's go to the project settings. One thing you want to do is go to the map modes, and then for the startup map, I'm gonna look at the main menu, and same goes for here, main menu. Alrighty. Yes, game instance CPP 114. Interesting. Something is crashing that. I wanted to actually build it again. I'm gonna go rebuild the solution. Give it some time. Alright, let's see. So we're now back here and rebuild. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Alrighty, go ahead and run the standalone game. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Okay, let's click on login. Now we're popping up with the portal here. It's saying, hey, this is an unverified application. I'm fine with that. Continue to app, allow that. Okay, now we're back here. You can see now we are, I think we're logged in. Okay, now a better way to see this though is to look at the project settings, and then in the online US we can make it better looking by actually check on the overlay, social overlay, editor overlay. That's not needed. We can use that, of course. Crossplay, if you wanted to be also using other things like Steam or whatever, you can check those out. That's a little bit out of the scope. Okay, let's try again, right? So this time we're logging in, it's gonna actually pop up that login in here, right in the editor. I mean in the game, and yes, I have to sign in again. Oh man, where is the, let me vent my credentials. All right, let me log in now. Oh, okay. Let me see, playing golf. Okay, that's, I guess that's playing golf. That is playing golf. That is, those are footballs, suckers, that's hockey. What the heck is this one doing? Let me try these guys, I guess. All right, the authentication, that image thingy is really confusing. Let me copy that, put that in there. This is basically the thing you need to get from your email or whatever two-factor authentication you set up. Click on continue, get into the app, allow that. All right, now we should be logged in. Okay, you can see now we have this this thing pops up. You are now online, connect with friends. You can also shift F3 to pop up this interesting menu. If you have some friends, they should be able to be seen here. Alrighty, now we're done with the login part. And next one will be creating our sessions. Yes, so let's jump into that in the next video. See you guys next time.